I like to party.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Hey, today we got something special for you. We decided what we wanted to do is go to FedEx, show you the process of FedEx picking up like 3 or 4 packages, going to the office, processing through all of the watches, like the idiosyncrasies that we do to really ensure the product is good, to say the least, and how thorough things are on the back end, as well as look at some cool pieces. So we got Paola over there in the car. We got Penelope, the boss. We're gonna pick everything up. We're gonna go to the office and then process it. So let's grab these boxes and let's get this show started. You good? All right, let's go to the office. Okay, guys, we're in the office. We have our deliveries for today, and we're gonna show you how we process timepieces. It's a little bit more elaborate than probably what a lot of dealers do, and it's actually a lot of work. The reason why I say that is because we take pride in our products and we take pride in our customers. So we want to make sure that at every given possibility, we're providing the most value possible, the best timepieces possible, and the best experience. And really, a lot of that process starts right here when it comes to unboxing it. Because if the watch or the timepiece isn't acceptable, I'm not going to present it for sale or to one of our customers, because we believe in delivering value to our clientele. So let's get started. Let's start with the first one. We're going to go through this all. I think this is a Breitling. This is from one of our vendors down in New Jersey. And one of my customers wanted a brand new release Breitling. So let's take a look. All right, so this is the new Breitling Chronomat 42 millimeter Triumph edition. Breitling and Triumph, the motorcycle company, did a co-branding run. And I think there's like 270 of these pieces, and they're brand new. It's nice. You know, it's got a little bit of rose gold on the bezel, little rose gold on the buttons, the hands. And it's funny, the Triumph symbol is actually anchored on the second hand. It's a good piece. It's brand new. There's stickers on it. So there's not really a lot that I have to do to inspect it because it's brand new. There's stickers on the case, there's stickers on the side, there's stickers on the bracelet, constituting it being brand new. Here's the card. It has reference number, serial number on it. So that's good. The tag. And that's it when it comes to new Breitlings. When something's brand new like this, there's not a lot we have to do, because there's stickers on it. It's brand new. It's never been on anybody's wrist. So this is actually the fastest you'll see us ever process a watch, because it's brand new. Put that there. Let's move on to the next one. Not too sure who this is from, but we're gonna find out together. And it's something to note. It doesn't matter if the watch or the timepiece is 8 grand or 150 grand. Everything gets thoroughly processed the same way. All right, so this is a Tudor. I could tell just from the outside of the box, and we ordered it, so I could tell it's a Tudor. This is the new Black Bay. Should be black dial, black bezel on Jubilee. Completely stickered. All right, you can see the stickers here, or you'll be able to see it at a different point and a different shot. Completely stickered. So I don't really have to do a lot of inspecting because it's brand new, right? We're gonna take a look at the card, dated last month, brand new, fresh. Reference is 7941A1A0NU. Cool watch, looks like a Submariner on Jubilee, honestly. Cool piece. Not much processing has to be done because it's brand new. All right, couple of books, box, everything's good to go when it comes to this Tudor. All right. This is the AP. AP box is always very nice. You know, keep in mind, box like this is, you know, $700 if you need one. Here is a beautiful Audemars Piguet Royal Oak Offshore 26405 CE, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see if I'm right on that reference number. 26405 CE. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Royal Oak with a blue dial, blue bezel, black ceramic case. The bezel's ceramic as well. Blue rubber strap in excellent condition. This is not brand new with stickers, so we're gonna look at this a little bit more intricately. What I'm doing now is I'm taking this loop, which is basically a magnifying glass, and I'm just really gonna take a look at everything. Dial looks good, bezel's clean, open case back. There's stickers all over it. Everything looks good. Okay, now what I'm gonna do is check to make sure it's working correctly. In this case, to do that, I have to open the stickers up to release the crown. You know, when it comes to shipping watches, a lot of things can go wrong, and it's very important to make sure that your product is in good working order. A lot of people in our industry might not do this, and what ends up happening is, unfortunately, the product shows up broken or magnetized because it gets too close to a magnet, and some issues can occur. And when you're dealing with, in this case, a $40,000 to $50,000 AP, you don't want any issues. All right, so I released the crown. Now I'm playing with the crown. Okay, date wheel is moving fine. Now I'm gonna do the hour hand. Hour hand, second hand, minute hand, everything's moving fine. I'm gonna release the chronograph. Chronograph's moving fine. It's an excellent example. Fun story, I actually owned this timepiece personally, not this exact one, but the same model as a personal daily wear for 2 years. And I'm a huge fan of this AP, like monstrous fan of it. Tag is good. Let's take a look at the papers. Actually, in this case, it'll be a card. Card's good. And there's a book in here. Book's good. Both books. Okay. I personally love Audemars Piguet. I think it's the best brand on the market for many reasons. And there's an interesting fact that I talk about occasionally, which is Rolex produces 1.2 million Rolexes a year. Audemars Piguet has been around since the mid-1800s, and they've never produced 1.2 million units in their entire existence. A vastly superior brand in many aspects, in my humble opinion, not just wear, but exclusivity. And the exclusivity of an AP opens up doors that Rolexes won't. Okay, this puppy has quite a lot in it. All right. First up, we got a watch roll. All right, let's see what we got here. I got an assortment here. We got a Rolex Coke or GMT Master 2, reference 16710 if I'm not mistaken. No holes case. Bezel looks clean. Swiss made, so it's later production, which would make sense because there's no holes on the case. Dial, hands, everything looks pretty good. Let's take a run through this. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 links. If I'm not mistaken, that's down 2 links. Might be 1. Okay, crown is working. GMT hour hand working. Date wheels spinning. Hour hand, GMT hands, minute hands. Everything's working good. Second hand is moving. It's in good shape. No paperwork on it. All right, a ladies Cartier. Pretty cool little piece. I don't see any paperwork yet. Second hand is ticking. So this is a quartz. It's a cool piece. Everything's working fine. It's in good shape. And then we have a 33 millimeter Royal Oak ladies AP. It doesn't necessarily have to be worn by ladies, but being a 33 millimeter and a very thin piece, band is about 70%. Over time, this is probably a 30-year-old watch. Over time, these bracelets, they kind of sag, right? Maybe this is more like 80%. 80% good, which is pretty good. I mean, for a 30-year-old watch, right? Give or take 30 years. It's a vintage AP, so date wheel's good. Hour hand, minute hand. A little bit of noise on the movement. Overall, looks pretty good. Good shape. You could tell it's been polished. Good piece. All right. Let's put all this back. Okay. What's next? Let's see here. We got a special Rolex. You could tell it's special because a typical Rolex box does not look like this. Not at all. There we go. Okay, so there is no watch in here, which is interesting. There are extra links. That's weird. There's a hang tag, there's books, there's papers. 18238, so it's a 36 millimeter presidential. That's odd. Maybe it's in here. Let's see. You never really know. This is a Rolex box. Pretty easy to tell. Outer white box. Here's a modern Rolex box, right? You could see the vast differences here. All right, okay, a 41 millimeter date just, white dial. And this is 126300 if I'm not mistaken. 126300 reference number. It's a nice piece. Movement's moving pretty good. Date wheel's good. Hands are moving fine. Dial's good. Everything looks good. Smooth bezel. So this is a 41 millimeter date just with a white dial. Smooth bezel on oyster. Nice entry-level piece. I would call this a plain Jane. White tag, extra links, new card. This is dated March 2024. On these new cards, what I like to do is I like to put my black light over them. Just make sure everything looks good on the minor holograms that are here. The older cards that have white on them, they have more holograms that show up under this light. I'm also looking at the date on here. A lot of times people kind of tamper with them, but this one looks good. Books. All right, everything's good here. Still wondering where that presidential is. It's kind of odd, isn't it? Maybe it's here. There it is. You never know these days, guys. You never know. Those old boxes aren't very secure. So, putting it in those old boxes could bang everything around pretty good. This is a beautiful dial. This is an absolutely gorgeous presidential day date, double quick. Has diamonds, factory diamond dial. Very interesting setting on these diamonds too. It's gorgeous with a white Roman numeral marker, outer dial or inner dial, I suppose is the right way of saying it, with a diamond outer dial and a diamond inner dial. Beautiful. Gorgeous piece. Everything's moving good. Take a look at the bracelet because this is a vintage piece. This is a Tony Soprano special. 95%. It's in excellent shape. Hidden clasp. Nice piece. Whew, I was sweating there a little bit. I didn't know where that piece was. And last but not least, one more AP. Okay, beauty. 26320ST, 41 millimeter Royal Oak, in good shape, a little bit older, a little bit of desk rash, nothing too significant. Date wheel's good. Hour hand, minute hand's good. Second hand's good. Three links. Good looking piece. 41 millimeter on an Audemars Piguet Royal Oak is a big watch. I used to wear 44 millimeter like the blue ceramic that we looked at before, and it was just a big watch. These 41s are much sleeker and still big at 41 millimeter. This is in good shape. Closed case back. All right, let's take a look at the paperwork and make sure we are good. Older AP paperwork, so there's no card. It is written out on the booklet, dated 2017. Both books, good to go. All right, what we're going to do now is, now that we kind of unpacked everything, we're going to show you a little bit more of an in-depth look at the processing that we do. And we're going to just change things around. We're going to put everything on the time grapher, which is a machine that measures each watch to make sure they're healthy, and show you how we go through each piece and kind of understand it being good or not. And we'll point out some idiosyncrasies. We'll point out some potential things that are faked and show you how things are done. All of the watches and just kind of do like a deeper dive on their quality. What you don't see is Paola behind us filling out paperwork. Actually, can you hand me one of those pieces of paper? We have systems and processes in place to really be thorough. I mean, I think there's something like 30 check boxes that we check off a step and go through the watch, including how it's running, which is what we're going to really focus on right now. This is a time grapher, and what this does is it's basically a big microphone, and it listens to the movement inside the watch. Remember, I keep calling them watches, but technically they're timepieces, don't have batteries, right? This has a battery, this doesn't. So this can't go on the time grapher because it has a battery and it's a watch, even though it's an AP. This Rolex Presidential double quick date, almost a Tony Soprano special, has a movement, so we're going to measure it to see what the movement looks like. We just kind of put it right here, and then we turn this bad boy on. So what we're doing right now is we are looking at the time grapher readout. And what we're seeing here is seconds and amplitudes. So you could see here this says +7. That means the watch is running 7 seconds fast. If it was running -7 seconds or 7 seconds slow, it would be a minus and a 7. Now it changed to 6, so it's running 6 seconds fast. And the amplitude's at 251. Okay, so we're gonna let it run just a little bit more to keep it measured, and then I'm gonna explain what we're looking at here. All right. All right, so what we're looking at here is the watch is running fast and the amplitudes are at 250. So what does that mean? That means that this watch is ready for a service. A lot of different dealers that you'll talk to will say different things, but the way that I was educated by my watchmaker, who's 3rd generation watchmaker, says anything under 250 amplitudes, the watch is ready for a service. Now, does it have to be serviced at 250 amplitudes? No, but it's getting ready. If this said 240 or 230, it would need a service right there and then. This is right on the border. So that's also a factor in worth. All right, so let's move on to the next one. All right, we'll stay on Rolex here. Here's the vintage GMT Master 2 Coke. All right, I'm gonna pull the crown out and I'm gonna wind it. You actually have to wind it 40 times before you put it on the time grapher. And the way that I explain it is the movement needs a full tank of gas, and 40 winds gives it a full tank of gas. So we're winding it up right now. Okay, gonna put the crown back in there. Slip it right in. All right. All right, so as you can see here, the Coke is already running better than the Presidential. It says +2 seconds and the amplitudes are at 273. Now it's coming up to 278. So rounding up, amplitudes are at 280. So what does that mean? That means that the watch doesn't need a service. It was probably serviced not too long ago and it's in good shape. Now we're going to do the date just. All right, this is a modern watch. It's dated this year, so the chances of it needing a service is slim to none. If I had to guess, this is probably running between 280 and 290. Amplitudes are saying 244, which I don't believe is correct. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to stop it. I'm going to pull it off and I'm going to give it another full wind. All right, let's try that. That's a little better. All right, so what you can see here is you can see that it's at +2 seconds with 262 amps. So it's running good. We don't have any immediate problems. Okay, next we have the tutor. It's brand new. There's stickers on it. There's not going to be any problems with it. Even the barcode is right there. So we're not even going to mess with this on the time grapher because it's brand new with stickers. It's literally never been worn. There's not going to be a problem with it. Same thing with the Breitling Chronomat. There's stickers on it. I know it's a little bit harder to see the stickers compared to this tutor, but the stickers are there on the case. Stickers are here on the clasp. So it's brand new. It's never been worn. It's not going to have any problems, so we're not even going to deal with it. All right. Cartier and AP are quartz, so we're not going to measure them. But we will measure this Royal Oak here. 26230, if I'm not mistaken. All right, let's give it a go here. Okay, this is running really well. Plus 2 seconds at 299. That means that it's been serviced very recently. It's running very strong. It's also normal to see the watches plus 3 seconds, plus 6 seconds. It's really not much of a concern until you get into double digits. So we're going to call this plus 4 at 305. All right. And my personal favorite, the Audemars Piguet Royal Oak Offshore 26405 CE. All right, we're gonna take these stickers off so we can get a measurement. Gonna give it a full tank of gas. So this is running very well. Granted, I'm a little quick on saying it's running very well because we're technically supposed to measure it for longer before I say or diagnose it running well. But plus 5 at 290 amps means it's in excellent shape. There's no question about it. It is an excellent timepiece running very, very well. All right, guys, that's what we got for you today. Give you a little bit of a look on the inside of what we do as dealers pretty much on a daily basis when it comes to processing timepieces at the office. We didn't show the boring systemized check boxes that we follow because it's kind of boring. But there's more to the process than what we showed. But what we showed is more or less how you determine if something's in good standing when it comes in. There is a bunch more that you can do, like open up case backs and crack bracelets off and look at serial numbers and stamps and so on and so forth on cases. But I think it gave a good overview of some stuff that we do. So, if you like this or you want to see the boring stuff, just tell us. We're happy to shoot it. We just, need some feedback from you guys and we'll get it done. So appreciate you. Thank you. We'll catch you next time.